Hello everyone, my name is Clantis and welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into the video, please guys smash me the like button, because guys, it helps the algorithm to go fetch more clan members. Like I said guys, when you wake up this morning, you would have discovered that the clan has grown to 14.8 thousand people. Welcome to each and every one of you that are new here on this family. We come with two IQs and we rub them together and we spark opinions, speculations. Why? Because we show brain activity. We show that we see things, we analyze them, and they don't make sense. Even though I have never gone to law school before or practiced as a lawyer and attorney as well as an advocate, but still my brain matter is still working. This does not make sense. And then we discuss these sort of things that are happening. Right now, unfortunately, in South Africa, one of the most crucial sector of our governance in judiciary as well as criminal justice system is being deliberately compromised by people that simply want to create a state that is undemocratic, a state where citizens have to live in fear, paranoid about what the police are going to do next. And as a citizen of the country, we must not allow this. We must still have our fundamental constitutional rights adhered to by the people that we voted for to lead and progress our lives. Not take us backward, not to make us fear them, as well as not take away our freedoms. That is why when you go vote this time around, you are voting for your freedom. That's all I'm telling you. You are voting for your freedom, because you will not know when they're gonna knock on your door and then they will tell you, listen, you are under arrest for the murder of. And you're like, but who's that? Wait. When did I ever kill anybody? But you will find yourself in a slammer, even convicted for something you did not do. These things are becoming prevalent right before our faces and before our eyes. So it's just a matter of time. When they come to you, we are all sitting ducks as we speak. But anyways, guys, please continue to smash the like button so that we can talk more and more about these things. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That is you and your conscience, as well as your next 5 years. How do you want it to look like? Do you still want to be a free person? Do you still want to progress in life? Do you still want your future to look bright or bleak? That's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. But for me, I'm bringing people that are going to bring back the scorpions. I'm going to be voting for people that will at least speak to us about how they're going to make sure that the death penalty, it is used for hardcore criminals who commit heinous crimes and been proven to have committed these crimes, so that the death rate in this country in terms of murder deterred and also stopped altogether. I am voting for somebody that looks after my tomorrow, my nieces and my nephews' future, as well as all the younger generation of this country. I am voting for people who are going to put South Africans first and then make sure that human rights across the planet is also respected. Those are the people that I'm voting for. About you, I don't know. I don't know what your conscience is telling you, but please be smart this time around. So guys, I know that I'm supposed to be going to the North Gauteng High Court in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial and then discuss what Baloyi is currently doing on the stand, because he is delivering or submitting his heads of argument. From what I picked up from him, I didn't watch much of it. I think I did not watch about 90% of his submissions today, and I also did not have enough time to watch the replay on SABC for me to form an opinion. However, though, the last 10% of his argument, I did hear the morning's part, I think for like maybe 45 minutes, and then I heard the last bit when he was about to ask for an adjournment. I can tell you one thing, from what I'm picking up from Baloyi, he is sweating. He is unsure of his own arguments. And I know why he's unsure of his own arguments. And it has something to do with constitutional provisions were violated by the police, the people that call themselves investigating officers. And most importantly is the warning statements that the police ought to have made accused number one and accused number two understood in their language. We heard Makubo trying to translate the warning statement. I don't know what Zulu he was speaking. So clearly on that alone, there is no way that Ntanzi or Sibia understood what their constitutional rights were when they got arrested, when they were supposedly making a confession every time when Makuba took them. There's a whole lot of things that I felt like, okay, constitutionally, I don't think Rata will just ignore the constitution and then rule in favor of the state. I think Baloyi at this point in time, he is grasping at straws, and he knows that he's grasping at straws. So now, because guys, I did not watch today's proceedings, I was just merely looking at Baloyi's demeanor, and I could tell that he's sweating. He's not sure of what he's talking about, which makes sense, by the way. It makes perfect sense because this is a seasoned prosecutor, and he knows when he's confident about something and he's going to secure a conviction or a success out of that. But this time around, he's just not. But listen, I got no, it's not a call per se, but more like somebody that knows me said, hey, Clancis, I saw something on the newspaper just recently. I think the article had come out 30 minutes and then he made a call and said, listen, blind react to this article because it reminded me of you when I was reading it. And I was like, okay, what is it? And then he said, you must check out, let me just check it for you. It is Business Day. Yeah, he said, check out Business Day, an article written by Taruk Musa. I hope I'm pronouncing his name properly, spelled T-A-U-R-I-Q. Tariq Musa. He's the one who wrote this article, and the headline is Bheki Cele on the hook for 93 million rand after police aided cash heists. And I'm like, I just asked the question not so long ago, especially when it came to the Ndimande brothers, those that are accused of killing, aka, are the police being used as hired guns? Meaning as hitmen. We are no longer just dealing with police officers coming at your door, asking for your ID, and the next thing you are arrested for a crime you did not commit. But possibly, if somebody has a gripe with you, they can simply just walk to a police station, find a police officer and say, hey, listen, I got 5,000 rand for you. Can you get rid of, for me, of this individual? And now we are looking at cash in heist. What? Cash heist? Now let's read this article because I'm blind reacting to it. I did not read it. I had to run and bring it to your attention as well because I am going to give you guys a full, my full thoughts on what transpired with Advocate Baloyis Argument in the sense of Mewa murder. So all of that, you're going to get it tomorrow, guys. I promise you, we're going to discuss everything that he has submitted to the court. But right now, I think he's just panicking and he's uncertain. And you can tell from his demeanor that, no, something ain't right. But now let's read this particular article and then get to understanding the type of country that we should not allow to move forward with these sort of shenanigans through your vote. Okay? So now, it says, victory for Lloyds after minister argues unsuccessfully that officers were acting on a frolic of their own. What? Already that alone is just not right. If you are in full uniform and then you are acting in your own frolic, no, take off the uniform and then do things as a private individual, not with our uniform. Police Minister Bheki Cele has been dealt a costly blow by the Pretoria High Court, where the Senzo Mayor murder trial is happening, which ordered him to pay 93 million rand. Well, it's not Bheki Cele that's going to pay the 93 million rand now, is it? It's going to be us, the taxpayers. That is why Bheki Cele couldn't give a rat's tail whether that 93 million rand is paid, because it's not coming out from his own pocket. When are we going to start seeing a time in South Africa when police commit a certain discrepancy against our laws and our constitution? They are held liable. That we go into their pension funds so that all the other police officers will be like, whoa, I got to follow and toe the line when it comes to my duties. When are we going to see a South Africa like that? As a matter of fact, any political party that speaks about this, you may win my vote. So let's continue. 93 million rand in damages to the underwriter of Nedbank, whose cash was stolen by members of the police service in 2014. Wow. The court found that Cele was vicariously liable, a legal principle that holds a person responsible for the action of another person who is under their supervision. For the actions of his officers, the officers, along with other criminals, were convicted in 2018 for robbing a cash storage company in Witbank. The officers were on duty at the time and used their police uniforms and vehicles to facilitate the heists. I ask again, are police being used as hired guns? Because let me tell you something, a police officer knocks on your door and says, follow us. And then indeed you follow them and you are taken to some bush somewhere and a bullet is planted in your brain and they walk away. Who are you going to say did that? Who did that to you? Because the police can say, yeah, we did come to his house and we just wanted to question him about one thing or another and we released him. We are shocked to hear that he's dead. And now some of them are committing heists, cash heists on banks. So for me to get the rest of the story, I need to subscribe to Business Day. But well, we get the gist of what transpired in 2014 by these police officers, and now the taxpayer has to pay 93 million rand in damages to Nedbank. Like, why are we being subjected to this is what I want to know. What other rot that is there that we are unaware of as the people of South Africa, especially as taxpayers on a monthly basis, that is going on that we are not aware of? What is happening? Who is going to clean up? That's what I want to know. Oh, well, no, I know who's going to clean up. It's us. We are, any change in any country, it's people, it's citizens coming back, putting heads together and say, we are going to stop this. And we must not pull in different directions. Because some of these people, they're going to hire some of us, pay some of us to come and divide and cause all kinds of chaos so that we never get to fix these problems. We see it in other African countries. Here in South Africa, it just so happened that South Africans, we have this one belief. This one belief, I'm not quite sure how to translate it in English, but I'm going to try. In isiZulu we say, you can kill some of us, but not all of us. That is the fundamental attitude of an ordinary South African that refuses. A South African say, rather kill me than me just turning a blind eye. We don't do that. That is why we don't run away. That is why we are not nuisance to other countries. That is why we come together. We put our heads together. Yes, we may have differences and have other troubles that we may have together as the people of South Africa. Maybe it's racism or this and that. But the moment you jeopardize or you put in some kind of danger our freedoms, we come together. We come together, and what do? We come for you. Even if it means you're sitting in the apex office of this country, we remove you. So that is why it's so important, guys, that on the 29th of May, with your conscience, vote cleverly. Be a smart voter. Vote for yourself. Tell yourself that I'm in this booth and I'm seeing all these political parties. I don't know which one to vote for. Hey, just put your vote wherever you think you have to. The thing is, you need to vote, because if you don't vote, your vote, especially when you are registered to vote and you decide not to go, the vote that you should have gone and placed it on whatever political party will go to the governing party automatically. So you have voted without voting. And another thing that we also need to understand about this voting thing, when you do not go to the polls and go vote, you're literally sending people, those that are going to vote, to bring you a government. That's what it is when you don't vote. You are sending people to go vote and bring you a government. So now if you don't want that government that they are going to bring for you, then go and place your vote. And, even if it means you spoil your ballots. I don't like spoiling of ballots, but Even if it means that, as long as we don't give a political party more than 50% of our votes, let whoever has the bigger number of votes, let's say from 45%, let them negotiate everything. That don't give them the power. Don't give them the power, because we've seen in South Africa, when you give people power, they abuse it. Today, we are having a police department that now we're supposed to fear. We need to fix that. We need to have them all putting their heads together and negotiate. And so that they can move forward. Look at the Scandinavian countries. In the Scandinavian countries, there is no political party that will get more than 35% of a vote. They want everything to be negotiated for. That is why they are running so successfully in the world. So we need to do that as well here in South Africa by the look of things. Yes. We'll be cussering, meaning like we'll be crawling, but eventually we'll start walking and then we'll start running. So it's important that we prevent things like this, guys, especially where our fundamental constitutional rights are concerned. So that is all, guys, that I wanted to say, because I was asked to do a blind reaction on this article. I haven't read the whole entire thing because I am not subscribed to Business Day. I don't think I will, because I am already subscribed to a lot of newspapers, and I'm trying not to be anymore. Just, unsubscribe to as many as I can. Again, mental health is still very important. There are those that keep me abreast, and there are those that I feel like, you know what, I don't need this anymore. I don't watch the news no more. I no longer sit down at 7 p.m. or any top of the hour and watch the breaking news or the latest news. I have no idea what's going on. I have deleted my Twitter account, which is now X, back in 2020. Once again, mental health, very important to me. And also Facebook, I deleted it in 2015. It's only now that I'm coming back. But though I have to remind myself to be active on Facebook because of the channel, now I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. I can deal with that at a small bite. On Instagram, I'm there. I'm Clantis, at Clantis_Dumagute there. I do some little crazy things. It's stuff that you saw in the shorts that I posted just recently. That's what I do. I play silly things. I do silly things there. Somebody said you must take your Instagram a little bit serious because brands would like to work with you. And I'm like, okay, we'll try. But I enjoy being a little bit funny sometimes, just let my hair down and stop being serious. But guys, I'm sweating bullets here. Let me just close this video right here. If you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking the channel and supporting it financially. I highly appreciate you guys so very much for that. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Or maybe you want to talk about what's happening in the North Gauteng High Court in your comment section. Cool. I have no issues with that. Of course, you guys already know I have that segment, self-appointed expert. I will make a video off of your comments about what's happening in the North Gauteng High Court. Definitely Baloyi is feeling the heat. He's uncertain and he's wounded. Other than that, guys, please share this video far and wide, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.